We've discussed already how Calibrae enables a learn by doing experience through its unique exercise engine. We load it with data and it auto-generates an endless stream of learning scenarios. Now there are some topics that lend themselves very well to visual learning. In this video we'll look at another of the 5 exercise engine types, this time the hotspot exercise. It's great for visual learning. Add activity of type exercise. I'll choose hotspot. I'm going to build a simple exercise for a mechanic, all about tools and parts. Now, like we saw with the categories exercise, my task is not to write questions, but to add and organize data. With hotspot exercises, we first add some images. I've already got some in my image library. I'll add a tool set, some suspension parts, and an exhaust system. I can add as many images as I like. In fact, the more the better. Next, we use the tools here to draw hotspots over the images. Each hotspot has a name and a description. And that's it. That's all we do. Give data to the engine and let it auto-generate an endless stream of learning scenarios. Right, I've just added a whole load of hotspots. Scissors here, the tool for cutting paper and cloth, the spanner, the tool for tightening nuts, the coil spring, the manifold, the catalytic converter that reduces toxic gases, and so on and so on. Again, for hotspot exercises, I've not authored any questions, I've just added data. In the advanced pane here, we see the range of different perspectives the engine might take in presenting the data, find the hidden hotspot, identify a hotspot by name, by description, and so on. They're all configurable, meaning we can enable or disable each perspective to suit our needs. Switching over to the learner view, well, again, I've no idea what the engine's going to present other than one of the perspectives, one of the images, and a random hotspot of data for me to reason with. Okay, it's the tool set, and I'm shown a selection of tools. I need to find and click on the tool that's called the bradawl. Great, that's my first of a streak of 5. Next, well, the same image, but this time I'm shown a tool and I need to identify its name. Obviously the spanner, that's easy. However, if something hard comes up that I don't know, or perhaps I'm trying to guess my way through the exercise, like guessing this brake disc is the thing that transfers rotational energy, well, I get it wrong, my streak resets, and I have another go. Next, the same image. I've only given it 3 to choose from, but this time the focus is on a different element. Like all exercise engine scenarios, there's always help on hand if I need it. Hints give me one clue at a time to guide me on my way forward. Another image now, another element to focus on and identify, this time by its function rather than its name. And so on until I've achieved a whole streak. Note how this activity has been set with a streak of 5 and with the need for 3 streaks, 3 visits over time, both of which are configurable. I often talk about this endless stream of different learning scenarios. Clicking skip, well, see how every scenario is different from the last. As a learner, I can get it wrong over and over again with hints to help as I need them, each time having a different scenario to consider and reason with, until I can do. The approach works great for all sorts of topics, including soft skills. Here's an example about appropriate behaviors or interactions, each image having some example conversations, each with hotspots that provide notes or commentaries on the conversation from which the learner can assess appropriateness. In this case, I've just 2 images, but as a general rule, the more images, the better. So here I'm shown a description that applies to one of these conversations. I have to identify which one. Great. Another description then, and another set of conversations. Oh, not that one. My streak's been reset. I think it's this one. Yes, good. Okay. So that's a quick introduction to the hotspot exercise, a space to learn by doing with an endless stream of auto-generated scenarios, allowing me to try, review, refine, and repeat till I can do. Coming up, we'll look at question bank exercises.